Hey, I'm Miter Pump. These are two different decks of the same thing called Deck Dungeons that I made in 2020. They're just basically regular poker decks, but they have different modular faces on them. So on the back side of the card is the usual tile for any role-playing dungeons, but on the front side is the playing cards, each with their own variations of how to lay out different rooms and corridors. So that way you can be able to use these to make your own dungeon on the go, or just to play test different ways to play games. But it also works as a regular playing deck, so that way if there are people who don't want to play role play through a dungeon, you can be able to use this deck with those types of people too. The reason why the grid is so small is because I made it specifically to incorporate coins that can be used as minis for different situations. And I tried to incorporate any world wide coin size too, so that way you can be able to use any coins anywhere. The reason why there are two decks is because the first one I made with a additional suit. So it comes with 5 suits instead of the usual 4. As you can see, they're two different sizes. And it comes with its own instruction cards and a blank card as well. And this suit is I call On. As you can see, it's both black and red. And with the lore I have with On, it's just basically a perspective card. So if going along the American traditional suits, you have spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs, and then On, which is the suit that I made for this deck. Spade would typically be in a symbolism for military. Hearts would be for faith. Diamonds would be merchants. Clubs would be architecture. And I made On to be for archive, which is a symbolism of eyeglass. So it's a transition between looking down or looking up. And I thought I'd keep that in the original when I first came across that. And it does work with both. So it does work with solitaire as well. I did test it out with solitaire. So, and it also creates more variations for the actual corridors for different map designs as well. So I've been noticing that a lot of people think that this is just for playing Dungeons & Dragons by yourself with its own concise rules and how to play with the cards, which I do not have with Deck of Dungeons. It's just basically a tool to improvise maps or plan out maps. So that way you can make your own maps on the go. And use them in any situation. So it's a nice backup tool for not only improvising planning, but to also introduce role playing with non-typical role-playing people. So that way, if you have this with you, you can play the regular deck by just taking it on with the original, or just play regular cards with a non-role-playing person, D&D person, with this deck. Or if the person wants to play, change it up, you start using this as to explore different dungeons through your campaign, improvised campaign. Now, it's something I made a long time ago, and I figure I finally make a video about it now. Okay. Thanks for listening. I hope you find it useful.